Emil.
Hi, good day po. Good day, sir.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Emil F. I'm 25 years old. I graduated from University of Caloocan City with a degree of Bachelor in Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education. I've been working for almost 3 years. I've been working for almost 3 years. On my first year of teaching, I am from private school. Then I transferred from public school, handling preschoolers. Currently employed as public school teacher and handling preschoolers ages 4 to 5 years old.
Very good. Okay, share with me, and you have work experiences since 2014 until now. Share with me, what did you do? What is the daily routine work as a preschool teacher? What is your task being as a preschool teacher? Tell me everything. I want to hear.
Being a preschool teacher, I am just a facilitator of learning. I'm giving varied of activities to the children, then providing routinary activities to be followed by the children, and having excuse me, sir, having arrival time, departure, meeting time, and giving activities, lesson proper, and let the child experience what preschool is doing. Let the child socialize with other peers.
Okay, so who do the lesson plan?
Come again, sir?
Who do the lesson proper?
I'm the one who do the lesson proper.
Okay, tell me how you do the lesson proper.
Lesson proper is being done by discussing first. The teacher first discuss the message of the lesson. Then after that, the teacher will give varied activities that is in line with the lesson.
Okay, all right. What is the class ratio that you teach since the age group of 4 to 5?
4 to 5.
What is the class ratio?
Come again, sir?
What is the class ratio?
Correct, class ratio. The class ratio I have is I have 2 classes. I have 40 students per class. So I have 80 students.
So by yourself or with someone else?
By myself. 40 is to 1.
Okay. So tell me, why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I do possess all the qualities of a preschool teacher.
Okay.
Having the knowledge of using technology, integrating in the lesson, creating and building a harmonious relationship among not only with the parents but also with the co-workers, superiors, as well as the most important client, which are my students.
Okay. So I'll give you one example. If I ask you to do something for you to set up your own learning corners, I ask you to do something to set up by yourself with a group of 20 pupils, what is your first step to do?
The connection is too slow. Can you please repeat?
I give you an example. For instance, if I ask you to do something to set up by your own learning corners, it means with a group of 20 pupils in your class, do by yourself. What is your first step?
My first step, especially the most important, is setting rules and regulations inside the classroom. Secondly the daily routines to be followed by the students. Everyday daily routines. Then after that is after they learn the daily routines, I will assign leaders in order to train them leadership.
Okay. So what happens if a child, one of the pupil is not listening to you, or he or she running here, running there, and is not listening to you? What will be your reaction?
If that case will happen, I will catch their attention, talk to the child, not in front of the class, but not to embarrass the child. Talk to them, what is the problem, then ask them if it is right or wrong.
But still, he or she is not listening to you. What are you going to do?
Giving him assigning him or her to be a leader in order for him to become busy, not doing something.
Okay. So, what is the philosophy of education?
For me, my philosophy of education is EFA, Education for All. Because education for me is free and everyone is entitled to be educated.
Good, very good. Okay, last
Can I add something?
Sure, on, go on.
I still remember that no child left behind, as well as what I've said earlier. No child left behind. Education is free, and everyone is entitled to be educated.
Okay. So, how do you reward a child for their well-being?
Well-being, a simple praise can be a reward for the child.
Okay. So, what happens if a child is not? What are your kind of, so I would say, punishment methods if a child is misbehaved?
What an interesting question. Punishment, actually talk to the child and not in front of the class, not for the child not to be embarrassed, and talk to the child and asking the child to know if he did something wrong, if it's right or wrong.
Okay. Do you have a passport?
Yes, I do have.
If you are selected or shortlisted to work in Singapore, when would that be? What month? Either October or November?
November.
Okay, so thank you very much. I will inform BM Card Agency and I will forward this video to them to see what they have to say. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Bye.